'Tis the high time for an interview with the Stench. Thank you for the $2. We all want Reina Dorida versus DDP. That would be the matchup. Who wins in a fight? Prime Mike Tyson or Tom Aspinall, but he had to amputate one of his legs the week before? I don't know, man. I'm regretting going live. I shouldn't do this while I'm a little ill. It's fucking horrible. Prime Mike Tyson or Tom Aspinall, but he had to amputate one of his legs the week before. Tom Aspinall still wins, I reckon. He hops his way to a double leg and gets it. What's up, Guru? Why are they sacrificing Park? They always rush these flyweight contenders and they never get time to develop. Urseg beat Pantoja. I know. Thank you for the $5. So that removes your entire point. I don't know why. Thank you for the $5. Because it's on short notice and it was supposed to be Albazi and he stepped up on short notice. So it's not going to be an ideal matchup, is it? Apparently, CHIMAEV is focusing on cardio. If he can keep the pace for even 3 rounds, DDP has no chance to last that long before getting finished. Thank you for the $5. Interesting. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think if CHIMAEV focuses cardio, yes or no, chat, he will be diminished in other areas of his game. I met DDP at a meet and greet today in Chicago, and I asked him to do an interview with you, and he said he will do one. Exclusive DDP interview. Who's asking him these questions? So Jack Gold MMA is getting a fucking Drickisty Plays interview, but you can't reach back out to me. You'll get it to me, though. You know what? After these people have told me that at a meet and greet, they told him to do an interview, and he said yes. I'm sure he'll reach out and then respond to my message. So that'll go well. I'm sure. Dude, right now, Drickers Duplessis chasing his phone down like a whitewater raft area. You know when you go whitewater rafting? He's like gallivanting after his phone down one of those like Jack Sparrow. Just trying to get the message back to me, but he's in like an eternal battle with trying to reach his phone. Yeah, I don't know about how that's going to affect CHIMAEV. I feel like it'll make him weaker in his first round blitz. Changing everything about the way you prepare just before a championship bout is interesting stuff. Lewis J would get you to say some crazy shit. I know, but I'm from the UK, so I don't have rights like Americans. So it'd be tricky to join in. That's what I'm worried about. If I go to America and, you know, Sam Hyde we want to collab and all these other guys might want to collab, they're going to try and like say some stuff. Like they're going to be saying words and I'm not going to be able to join in, which is crazy to say out loud, but it's just, you know what I mean? It's tough. Thoughts on Jerry Harris? He was the best marauder. I don't know. He was, dude. He was a fucking marauder. Jerry Harris, folks. You seen what happened to SHAVKAT's family? No, I didn't see what happened to SHAVKAT's family, no. Cheers, enjoy the stream. Thank you for the 19 months of membership. Will you address the ham sandwich allegations? What's the ham sandwich allegations? And don't call me a sicko as well, like I've done something. Did you see the shooting in New York and a guy going to the 33rd floor? Coincidentally, 33 represents the final degree in Freemasonry. Too much noticing. Interesting. I don't know about it. I saw some thing about some Jewish guy trying to convince Sneeko that the shooter had a Palestine flag. And he just made it up. The guy was just waffling out of his ass about the shooter having a Palestine flag. And saying that the police just arrested someone with a Palestine flag. So that could have been the shooter. There's this random Jewish guy on Sneeko's stream. It's funny watching him just lie with no evidence at all. So I've seen that. So I knew about it. But I didn't know that he went to floor 33 or anything like that. Get some vitamin C and zinc for your cold. It can only help and you'll recover quicker. Okay, thank you for the €5. Thank you, man. I'll get some vitamins in me. It's for damn sure. Who wins in a fight? Prime CHAEL Sonnen or Prime MERAB? But he has the measles. Prime CHAEL. For sure, Prime CHAEL. Thank you for the $10. No one beats CHAEL, dude. Come on. Impression of Bully Aspinall giving Moreno a wet willy, but Jones tries to intercept it with his bunghole. Yeah, mate. Just fucking have that in your ear, mate. Oh, my. Are you offering others? Don't mind if I do. We are getting a W this weekend, amigo. I don't know if this is you, Kevin Vallejos. Can you tweet anything to suggest that this is you? Because on your @ it says Kevin Vallejos fan. and says that you made this account on in 2020. So I don't know if this is you, Kevin Vallejos. But I don't know if you guys have been seeing Vallejos on Twitter saying this wee shit, which I find quite funny. Drickus is still in PTA, so if you train with Sam C, it miraculously gives you insane cardio. I know. Thank you for the 13 months of membership. Don't make no sense. Sam Calavita is not going to magically improve your cardio. If he did, then every other strength and conditioning coach should be fired. If Sam Calavita is really going to make you go from gassing out after a round to fighting 5 hard rounds at the same pace, every other strength and conditioning person ever in the sport should be fired. Facts. After the US trip, you just don't go back? F it. Yeah. I might have to. Guru, did you see that your fat shaming of DC made him finally work out again? It's good to see. You know, I'm proud of him. Thank you for the $5, dude. Very proud. Who was a bigger menace to society? Mohawk R. Kelly, Mohawk Sean Diddy Combs, or Mohawk John Bones Jones? I'd say Mohawk Sean Diddy Combs. I don't know what he was getting up to during the Mohawk era of his reign, but I can't remember who he was going up against. Hey, Guru, hope your stream goes well. Also, hope you get less ill. What's the most violent UFC fight so far from this year? I can't think of all of the fights this year and what the most violent one was. Shit. Holland versus Rodriguez was a crazy fight. But it was very recently. So, I don't know, really. Did you see Chandler going after Tom for saying he's fighting his low IQ? Uh-oh. Tom, you know what to do, dude. Depression of his kids. When did Chandler go after Tom? Should I be getting paid by Twitter? I maybe should be, right? I haven't even bothered doing that yet, but apparently you can get paid off of it. I don't know how much, though. No, I didn't see him responding to anyone saying his fight IQ was bad. He hasn't tweeted any response. You're going to have to give me more information and just have you seen this. Because I have no idea how to see where his response was or... Michael Chandler, Tom Aspinall. Called him a big goober, is what he called him. There you go. But I have to accept a bunch of stuff to even see the article, so I don't bother. He accused Tom of waiting for John like he did Conor. Chandler. Oh, okay. I didn't see it. I still don't see it. But that's not what happened, because Tom waited a year and now we're moving on and John's stripped. You're still waiting. After getting fucked up by Pimlet. That's all you've done in the past few years. Impression of Bully Tom telling your date and dance for him, boy. October 5th is your date. That's how it goes. Ode Osborne might KO Urseg. Span versus Reyes vibes. He could do. Ode Osborne stepping in to fight fucking Steve Urseg. Interesting matchups. Did you see Ariel throw shapes at Hill with Yuri? No, I didn't see that. JDM was off for 14 months before fighting Bilal. Thank you for the $2. Yeah, he was, and you know what happened? He stepped up on short notice to save the event. We done forgetting about that? Chat, are we done? Are we done forgetting that JDM took that fight on short notice and saved the event when Shavkat Rakhmonov pulled out? Or are we still living in fairy tale land? Like JDM just got offered that nice easy title shot. Like he wasn't supposed to fight Leon Edwards in London and then got shifted off the card and put against Bilal while Sean Brady stepped in to fight Leon Edwards. So let's just chill out, dude. I think people ain't giving JDM enough fucking credit, dude. Yes, so it wasn't short notice. It was short notice because the event was booked. They had it booked. They had the fight booked. And then Jack Della Maddalena stepped in on short notice. New mythical fighter, Hog Shower, Ryder McGregor. Yes. Hog Shower. W Guru, have some shekels. Thank you for the $7 Canadian, dude. Thank you for the 5, Clipped and Yuri. Rooting for DDP, but we've seen guys that had cardio issues like Hamzat, and they typically address them easily. Diego Lopez and Garnu, and even Izzy early. Diego Lopez showed cardio issues when he fought Danny Ige on short notice and lost the 3rd round. And Garnu, even Izzy early. I don't think Izzy had cardio issues early. One of the earliest fights that you can remember where he showed off crazy amounts of cardio was the Gastelum fight, and he didn't really seem like he slowed down before that. And Ngannou's way of going 5 rounds and handling cardio was to not throw anything. Like, I agree with, like, CHIMAEV being able to improve his cardio, but it's going to take him changing his style. You can't go that hard in round 1 and fight the rest of the rounds that clear. All of those people that you listed, Lopez, Ngannou, Izzy, they all adapted their style to work better towards cardio. They didn't do it because of some, like, different training method. Even though they might have done that, they all drastically changed the way that they fight. Diego Lopez stopped being a first-round destroyer against Volk and was a lot more patient. That's why he went 5 rounds. Same with Ngannou after the Stipe fight. He just didn't fucking throw a punch at Lewis. That's why he went 3 rounds. Other than that, every other fight was a finish in the first 2. So I don't even know how you even declared that he had better cardio. UFC has been so good, about to break cage side convos out of retirement. Stay blessed, brother. Thank you for the $10, even on everything. I appreciate you. I know you got that other account. You should bring it back, man. Why not? I'm going to sneeze in a second. Thank you for the $10. I appreciate that, man. Prime KSI or Prime Cody Garbrandt in boxing? Prime KSI. Thank you for the $10. Sadly, Garbrandt can't fucking box. Thank you for the $5, Soul Rocha. Hello, good sir. Looking swine-tastic. I'm in the area. Shall I pass by with some fine wine and laxatives? Yeah, your lips looking ready for a delicious blumpkin. No. Thank you for the $5, dude. Rewatch KHABIB versus McGregor again. Was that the worst corner advice from both sides of all time? At one point, Javier is just screaming, Kane! I know, yeah. Dude, corner teams are the worst ever in the UFC. And until we get a generation of them that are actually really good, we're never going to understand how bad they are now. But corner teams genuinely never say the right shit. And if they do, the fighters just don't listen anyway, so. Dana announced JDM Bilal on February 19th. They fought on May the 10th. That's nearly 3 months of preparation, you numpty. Doesn't disprove my point whatsoever. Was an ideal notice for the UFC. They originally scheduled Bilal Muhammad versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. Jack Della Maddalena was a fill-in for a title shot. They booked the event. They booked the location. They booked the venue. They booked the fight. They booked Bilal Muhammad's title defense. That's why JDM got the shot. I'm not saying how impressive it was for JDM to beat him on short notice. I'm saying that's why he got a title shot when he had been out for so long. JDM doesn't get the title shot if Shavkat doesn't pull out. What is there so difficult to understand about this? You guys get so caught up on trying to correct me on, like, very intricate detail while ignoring my entire point. Stop trying to correct me. I'm smarter than you. Shut up, dumbass Canadian bitch, and get replaced by Jeets. Don't talk ever again. Thank you for the $5. Impression of John Jones calling one of his brothers about his gay lover who works around the NFL headquarters, only for them to spin the block, killing 5 people. Hey, Mike, he just was rude to me again. There you go. JDM TKO's Islam easier. Easy. I'm low-key concerned for Aspinall, though, if Gane is bringing his best game. Yeah, if Gane's bringing his best game, I guess. Yeah, I'm worried for Aspinall as well, but I think he'll win. He should win. JDM should TKO Aspinall, I think. Or Islam Makhachev. Fucking hell, man. I can't keep sniffing like this. I'm going to have to stop soon. Impression of Israeli Aspinall slapping Palestinians. Fucking have that, mate. Fucking wonder what happens when I fill this fucking child up with bicarbonate of soda. You can beat any dog, but not any wildcat. Okay, yeah, I don't think I beat a tiger in a fight. Good point. Did you know AI is just Jeets with Neuralink? No, I don't think it's just Jeets with Neuralink. Impression of Paddy. Hey, lad, eh? Men need to start talking, lad. Imagine being Canadian. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. Calm Monk 53. I appreciate you, man. Guru, is it normal to have brown fever? Is it built in our DNA to colonize brown cheeks? All right. Thank you for the $5. Also, JDM is the best champ right now. Aura, he is. But let's not forget, dude, he wasn't booked against Leon Edwards in London and got shifted off the card to fight Bilal in a different event. Semantics and stuff, you know. What's on Shavkat's family news? I don't know what happened to his family. This better not be some fucking dumb horse racing joke or some shit, like. Stable condition after a car accident. 2 reported dead. They survived the crash. God bless him. DDP BJJ defense is not good. He gives his neck, and the way he tries getting up is not good. Rewatch the fights. Okay, but he won't try doing that against Khamzat Chimaev, will he? Thank you very much for the $5. Yeah, when someone's getting up against Derek fucking Brunson, they're not getting up against Khamzat Chimaev, so it's a little different. There's so many arguments for Chimaev winning. You're just making all the wrong arguments, like you have no understanding of the sport. Thank you for the $2 Canadian, Daniel. I appreciate you. Do you agree with Max over Charles in the ranks? Yeah. Why is chat trying to correct you on everything so soy? I'm ill, so they're trying to get their wins on me while I'm distracted. I don't know. Thank you for the $2. Can you please say the Bilal thing? Bilal! Love from Sweden. You helped me through a lot. Oh, I summoned a Swede with that Bilal chant. Thank you for the 27 Swedish krona, Mats Rebath. I appreciate it, man. No problem. Breaking. The stench has overtaken Shavkat. Okay. Naked Jumping Jack starts at 7, boys. And plus Spread Eagle. Okay. Thank you for the membership, Lyle. I appreciate the membership. Thank you for the $2. Would you rather Blakey's or Pakey's? I don't know what that means. Oh, I pronounced them wrong. Thank God I pronounced those two wrong. The same people wanting Arman to get a title shot are the same reason why the UFC has been lame as fuck. His #1 ranking means nothing. I know, if you ain't fought someone in over a year, if you ain't been in the cage, you ain't getting a fucking title shot. End of discussion. I agree with you, Gabriel. Fight someone. I agree. When's the last time Arman Tsarukyan fought someone? Give me a second. I know it was Oliveira. And that's a really good win at the time that he got it. I understand. Arman Tsarukyan's last fight was April the 13th, 2024. UFC 300. It is currently, we're coming up to UFC 319. Fucking pathetic, honestly. So fucking lame. It's 319 coming up. You know what I mean? He ain't fought since UFC 300, dude. Just fucking retire, you fucking ugly little fucking button-faced fucking retard. Thank you for the $10. $20. At 155, if the UFC were to have one of the 3 contenders, Arman, Gaethje, Paddy, to fight Ilia in December, which I've seen many suggest, and the other 2 fight for the #1 contender, who would you want to fight for the belt? Ideal circumstance would then be Arman, and then you would do Gaethje versus Pimlet, or Gaethje, and then you would do Arman versus Pimlet. But it's not Pimlet getting a fucking title shot. That much needs to be guaranteed. My fucking nose! I hate this shit. Impression of Winged C arguing 6 million is high incident. I don't know what Winged C is. Thank you for the 2. Ariel justifying starving little kids. They fucking threw a rock at us. Arman missing weight is leverage for Ilia to duck. Thank you for the $2. True. Hey, Guru, I think their counter... It's not leverage for Ilia to duck if the UFC has told him. Arman's not ducking Ilia. Ilia is not ducking Arman whilst in pursuit of Islam Makhachev, who left the division rather than fighting him. He's not ducking Arman Tsarukyan, who went to a split decision with Charles Oliveira, so he can knock the fuck out of Charles Oliveira in a few minutes. Who is Arman? Who are you guys talking about? A fucking close decision with Gamrot, split decision with Oliveira. Ilia's knocking people the fuck out and dominating them. I'm bringing up Arman like people are ducking him, dude. What are people ducking? The fuck? Dude, Arman's the real problem. But Ilia, Ilia's ducking him to move up to welterweight and fight Makhachev if he beats JDM. But Arman, Ilia don't want nothing to do with that. But he'll step up and fight Oliveira up a weight class, knock him the fuck out in a few minutes. He'll defend against Max Holloway after his Gaethje performance, knock him out in 3 rounds. Come on, man. But Arman, he's ducking Arman. He's scared of Arman, though. Dude, he's terrified of Arman. Oh, look out, dude. He's actively pursuing and chasing Islam Makhachev and doing everything it takes to try and push for that fight. But dude, that's because he's avoiding Arman. He's avoiding Arman so he can take on the easy matchup, the layup of Islam Makhachev is what these guys are asking about. He don't want nothing to do with Arman Tsarukyan, no, guys. The guy who got wobbled and nearly fucking finished by fucking whatever his name was. That fucking guy whose name was just on my fucking head. That's the reason why I listed Arman doing it. But yeah, Joaquin Silva, I think his name is. People forget, man. Joaquin Silva stuffed the takedowns of Arman and fucking rocked his shit with a massive hook in the pocket and had him wobbled all over the place. Then gassed out going for a guillotine and then fucking got beaten up on the ground. But dude, Ilia Ilia don't want Arman's problems. Fuck Arman, dude. Paddy and Gaethje don't want to fight Arman. Facts. If Paddy Pimblett was offered Arman Tsarukyan and nothing else and said this is a title elimination bout, he takes the fight. Simple as that. It's not everyone scared of Arman. Hatim, who's just been arguing CHIMAEV. It's you lot, man. It's you NPC hordes from the East. They believe in the same thing as you, maybe. I don't even know if Arman does. You got no fighters of your own, Hatim. We get it, man. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. You're making all the wrong arguments. Dan Hooker called out Arman. Him and Paddy are the only top contenders at 155 that are fighters. Dude, Pimblett will fight Arman Tsarukyan. He will. Even if he says in an interview, you don't deserve it, and they're trying to shit talk Arman in that way and diminish him and call him a rich boy. If the UFC tells Paddy you're fighting Arman next for a title shot, then he'll take the fight. Simple as that. It's all facts, plus I'm not Arab, I'm from the East. But I told you you're from the East. Thank you for the $2. It's not facts if it's a prediction, by the way. Thank you for the $2. They're not ducking Arman. No one's ducking Arman. Arman Paddy, October. Winner gets a title shot. The UFC has told Arman you're not getting a title shot. And the dude's cried for a title shot ever since. It's not anyone's fault but his. Seriously. If you would have fought someone by now, there'd be no discussion. If you would have fought... Sorry. If the professional fighter, Arman Tsarukyan, would have fought someone within the last 19 fucking pay-per-views. 19 pay-per-views. Because we've got UFC 319 coming up. And he was at UFC 300. If Arman would have got off of his fucking ass for the past 19 pay-per-views, for the past year and 4 months of time, and for anyone, there'd be no discussion. But he sat on his ass and done nothing the entire time. Because he's a bitch. Fuck him. Fuck Arman, dude. He ain't a fucking real fighter. Pay-per-view's expensive, dude. I owe you. Impression of gay Conor. Somebody fucking sniff a line out me gooch, mate. I don't know. Thank you for the 2.